Welcome to this little pre-work on key learning technologies. I think you all know these technologies, the authoring tools that we use to create e-learning, the learning management systems to keep track of formal learning like courses, and the virtual classroom that you probably used the last year to deliver courses. So we can add to this the learning transfer platform. That's a platform that helps you really transfer knowledge from courses into work, to behaviors and performance. And we also have the MOOCs, the massive open online courses. And I will only say like online course libraries today. And the LXP, the learning experience platform that's used to curate and select from all these courses and deliver it to you individualized. We have the micro learning that enables learning whenever you want to in small doses, adapted to you. And we have the digital adoption platforms that embeds learning into systems like instructions and small bursts of learning. On top of this, I would like to add also a layer of user experience, which is normally a collaboration platform like Teams or Slack, or a business system like SAP. And today, I think the most common integration platform would be Teams. On the bottom, I would like to add a layer of HR data, the Learning Record Store, or HRIS, the master data. All these systems actually needs data to be adapted to you and your needs. So let's look at these acronyms and what they really mean. The first one is, of course, the obvious one, learning management system. The basic purpose of that is to manage courses. It means that you have a course catalog where you can list and search for courses. You can browse them. You have probably mandatory courses, certifications, recurrent needs, and so on that you take care of. You have learning tracks of different kinds that help you have maybe approval flows if there is an expensive course. You have a manager page that can follow the progress of direct reports and assign courses, and a lot of reporting. So typical players in this field are the big ones, the Cornerstone, Saba, and SuccessFactors. We have the mid ones like Docebo, for example, or Bridge, and small ones that are probably different in different countries. Like in Sweden, we have Learnifier and Learnster, and global, I would say, Talent system is one of the biggest one. Then we have the learning transfer platforms. They are really good at supporting application of what you learned. So they help you to make flows where you add sessions, of course, with pre-work, with activities that you do in work, for example, assignment at work or discussions with others. So they help you apply things. They can also help you repeat knowledge in different ways and to practice things. And they help evaluate more than learning, actually evaluating performance and behaviors. And they often have a lot of social learning. You talk about cohorts taking the learning to really see to it that everyone progress through the learning and that you help each other ensuring the behaviors. So typical players here are first a few Swedish ones, Promote, Noli, and Collegial. Maybe we heard of some of them. Internationally, I have the Nomadic Learning, which is very much a social cohort-driven platform that helps everyone through the program with a lot of knowledge sharing and gamification. And another one is Rehearsal that really helps you apply what you learned by repeating and using video for that. An LXP, a learning experience platform's basic purpose is to recommend learning. So it's not like take certifications or other things, it's recommend learning. And it's often in the connection to the online course libraries. So what it does, it helps you curate by using your skills or your topics that you select, or data, what you're taking before, or what others that you followed has taken, and so on. So it uses that to really be good at curating, as recommending what you really want. So each time you get into the system, you get a new recommendation for learning you need to take. And it's, of course, obviously very good at integrating to a lot of different course libraries and informal information like TEDx, YouTube, and so on. And in some cases, they're also good at letting the end user either curate tracks of different kinds or really develop in the content using video or an easy way to record content and to share that with others. And they often have communities, so you discuss in different topics. A few of the players here, the big ones are, of course, Degreed and Edcast, I would say. They are pure recommending learning. Then you have Fuse, which is also some kind of a socials platform. I have some learning management functionality. Valamis, the Finnish one, also have a lot of the normal learning management systems. So they are a little bit wider than just an LXP. MOOCs and course libraries, massive open online courses. They were from the beginning university driven, and today I would say all the top universities and others as well. You have all the consulting firms, all experts, they try to sell and promote their content using online course libraries. And this gives you an access to vast, high quality content, I would say. And they today often help you to find what you want to buy using skills. For example, LinkedIn Learning, as you can see here, they have 18,000 content pieces. So how to find and get recommended. They're using the skills you have in your LinkedIn profile, for example, to really recommend and select what you need to do. So they help you with curation. And many of these libraries are also highly interactive with code, labs, projects that you have to develop and so on. And that's mostly in the IT area. So the big ones are Coursera and LinkedIn Learning, and then of course Edcast. And behind that you have the IT ones are Udacity and Pluralsight. Microlearning is helping you to fit learning into the day. So it's often small modules and mobile driven. And of course, that could be any system, I would say, that has today. The trend is to have content in smaller and smaller doses or sessions. But what it also has is a testing function. So let's say you take a module, after a few days you get a test, and depending on the results on that, you get another module. And in that way, it nudges you and reinforces learning to help you apply what you learned. And you can also do a lot of scheduling. So you can say, I want to take 8 o'clock in the morning or 5 o'clock in the afternoon because I'm commuting that time. Some of the big ones are Axonify, Swedish Jungle Map. Groovo was a big one, and it is, but it's part of Cornerstone today. And QStream and Search9 is also other tools for that. Okay, Digital Adoption Platform, DAP, is systems that support performance. You could say what they really do, like in this image, you have Salesforce, and you can see you get help on creating a new lead. So it will give you step-by-step instructions. It could be videos. It could be actual pure e-learning. It could be chats, discussions, or anything. It embeds it in all kind of systems. So that could be instructions or training. It's also very good at triggering. So if you come to a specific place and you have failed there before in doing what you should do, it triggers learning. It can trigger learning. In that way, it's very individualized, the learning, and it's very data-driven, and you can really see where people succeed or fail when using the systems. The biggest player here is WalkMe, but there are other ones like MyGuide. It's part of Edcast family. Enable now is SAP. It was from the beginning part of like just supporting SAP, but now it's a free tool. It's not free, but it's used for other systems and so on. So that was the key learning platforms. There are a few more, but I wanted to prepare you with some of the acronyms and also the message that each and one of these have different purposes. No one is covering everything, actually. And that's why we need to think of an ecosystem of different players, different systems working together. And today, there is also a place for the user experience, the top layer. And today I would say that is Teams. Teams is the integrator, but also Teams is taking a lot of the functionality of systems below. With the new coming Viva Learning, you will have an LXP and a learning management system into Teams. But more on that in the workshop itself. So good luck and see you on the workshop. Goodbye.